Okay. I figured I'd make this short and sweet because I think this whole situation is more out of control than it should be because the situation is so it should be so obvious about what's right and what's wrong. But there's always going to be people on either side. Like, the internet's one thing, but if we can live in the real world where people can be racist or, people are neo Nazis and they roam the real world and can basically live their lives being a known racist or a neo Nazi or whatever. If people like that can live out there in the real world, then it could very much be the same on the internet. And worse, because on the internet you can say and do whatever you want and you will have absolutely no consequences for it. Sometimes. But more or less you don't get in trouble for anything. And people support that. People like that. That's another thing about the internet. People love chaos. They want things to be as chaotic as possible, which explains why people are on the wrong side of this situation rather than the obvious right side. So, let's get started. So, I actually didn't know much about Keemstar and his past until I saw the video that Ethan H3H3 made. I actually didn't know how bad Keemstar was until I saw that whole video. I knew some things here and there, like I knew about the Etika stuff and the drama and all that stuff, but I didn't know that his terrible, toxic self was very much present a year ago, 2 years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Keepstar is still the same, and it's only gotten worse as the years gone by. Clearly, now this is someone who knew next to nothing about what this dude was actually about. I thought he was just reporting on drama and stuff like that, but it is so much worse than that. It is so much worse, and I can't believe that Keemstar has done so many things, from doxing people to making fun of people who've basically hit rock bottom and they're on the floor and Keemstar is just laughing at them and kicking them while they're down, and just other stuff like saying racist comments like all the time. It's absolutely insane the amount of stuff that Keemstar has done, and he's still, I guess, thriving and just doing his thing with absolutely no consequences whatsoever, while having people support all of that. I think that's absolutely insane. It's insane that people are supporting that. It's insane that people are against the right side of this situation. Like, who in the right mind would support Keemstar and think, oh, he didn't do nothing wrong? Everything he's done has been justified. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doxing tons of people, or making fun of people who have mental breakdowns or have mental illness. Dude, it's funny. Haha, I love Keemstar. What's the problem, guys? Just like Keemstar, I don't understand why people hate me still. What did I do wrong? I'm Keemstar, dude. I make fun of Etika when he's having a mental breakdown, dude. Why do people hate me, dude? I just don't understand. Oh my god, it's insane. It's insane. Like, it's actually insane. I just can't fathom the situation that is going on right now. This shouldn't even be a thing. It's so painfully obvious. And I'm so glad that someone like Ethan can make a video that shows everything into the light. Because, like I said, I didn't know half the things that was in that video about Keemstar. And it is just appalling that someone like this still exists with absolutely no consequences whatsoever. I mean, besides recently the G Fuel thing, but if he didn't deserve that, I don't know what he deserves. Us losing a sponsor, who gives a shit? He probably doesn't give two shits about losing a sponsor. But you can be damn sure that he will exaggerate the hell out of it and pretend to be like the victim and just like what's redirect everything onto the G Fuel thing that's going on and just ignore all the racism, all the doxing, all the drama alerts making fun of mentally ill people, all of that. So that's what he's trying to do. And it's just like I saw the Ethan video and then I saw the aftermath of the video, and it just blows my mind how old this Keemstar dude is and how much of a child he's acting. How much of a child. He made a response video, and the response video from Keemstar is basically him just saying, "No, I didn't do that. No, you're wrong. I didn't do that. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. La la la, you're wrong. I didn't do that. I'm Keemstar. I didn't do anything wrong. You're wrong, Ethan. I didn't do anything wrong. Nuh-uh. La 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 la. I can't hear you. You're wrong. I'm right. La la la." That's exactly what the response video was from Keemstar. And it's like Ethan showed 100% solid proof of everything that he's done. There's no exaggeration, there's no lying. It's 100% true. But Keemstar just cannot accept that, I guess. And that's why it really makes me think of why this is a thing in the first place. Because Keemstar is obviously an asshole. And he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. And then people are trying to say that Ethan's the bad guy for making the video in the first place. And the fact that there's so much support against Ethan is absolutely insane. And I cannot wrap my mind around that. I literally cannot. It's like if you wrote a math problem on the board and it was fucking 2 plus 2 equals 4. And then half the classroom saying, yeah, 2 plus 2 does equal 4. And then the other half of the classroom is like, no, 2 plus 2 equals 5. And then they have legitimate arguments about 2 plus 2 equaling 4 and 2 plus 2 equaling 5. When obviously 4 is the right answer for 2 plus 2. And it should be obvious. But the classroom is just arguing back and forth, and there's no end in sight because people seriously think with all their heart and would absolutely support the idea that 2 plus 2 equals 5. I do not understand that in the slightest. And then people try to make these points against Ethan's video like, oh, Keemstar wasn't responsible for Attica and stuff like that. Bro, oh my god, how can people actually believe that? If you are standing, if you're standing and looking up at a building and somebody is on top of that building who is suicidal and depressed and wants to kill themselves and is going to jump off the building, and you're looking up at them standing on the ground, and you tell them, wow, haha, dude, you're such a loser. You should just jump and get it over with. Haha, dude. No one cares about you. Are you not part of the problem at that point? Are you going to stand there and say all those things to that person who's about to kill themselves and think, Oh, I'm doing nothing wrong. Haha, dude, it's funny, dude. If he dies, that's so funny and entertaining. I love it, dude. Haha. And then you do all that, and then you make a video about it, and then you make money off of somebody who just killed themselves. If you think that you're any right in that situation, you are very fucked up in the head. And you need to not exist anymore. Because Jesus Christ, the whole Keemstar versus Ethan thing is just it's insanity, and it makes me lose hope in the internet life every single second of every day. I can't believe it. I well, if anything, I really hope Keemstar gets exactly what he deserves. G Fuel is just the start of it. I pray that this snowballs into something much, much worse for Keemstar. I really hope and pray that it does, because he truly deserves every single thing that's coming to him. And there's no arguing about that. That is just 100% fact. 2 plus 2 equals 4. And the longer this goes on, the more thought provoking this becomes. It's actually insane. The people supporting Keemstar are legitimately insane, crazy, out of control. I really hope this can have a good outcome. But, like most drama on the internet, things are going to subside. Things will go back to normal. And everybody will forget about it the next day, or the next week, or the next month. That's how the world works, unfortunately. So, yeah, just wait it out, I guess. You know, just wait it out until Keemstar does something stupid again, like making fun of a mentally ill person who's about to kill themselves, and then make a video and profit from that. We'll just wait for that then. We'll wait for the next Etika to happen and for Keemstar to cover it. It's cool, dude. Alright, well, I guess that's everything. That's everything I wanted to say. This video is over. Have a good weekend. It is Saturday. And you know, don't be on the wrong side of history. 2 plus 2 does in fact equal 4.